All right, y'all. We back here with Natalie again. This time we're working on our shooting form, and just getting a lot of shots up. As you can see here, right out the gates, just working on her form, getting her warmed up. Just some spot shooting, pretty close to the hoop. You know, we don't want to start too far away. Okay, just really paying attention to the details of her form right now, making sure she's on balance. She's low, and then she's flicking her wrist and pointing all of her fingers straight to the hoop. Okay, we're doing this from 3 different spots. As you can see, we started on the right block. Now currently we are in the middle. Okay, like I said, just getting warmed up, fixing all the little details, paying attention strictly to that form, making sure her feet are wide, elbows tucked in. Okay, at the same time just having her get a feel for the ball right now. As you can see, no jump, just kind of standing there shooting. Her form is pretty decent. Okay, it's pretty good, especially for just picking up a basketball. All right, later on you'll see she turns a little bit when she jumps. Okay, right now we're not jumping at all, as you can tell. Staying on our feet, rising up onto our toes, but not necessarily leaving the ground. Okay, now we're moving on to the third spot. You can kind of see from the front angle, there's times where she starts the ball really low, and she starts in the middle of her, and that's just going to be progression. That's going to be work. When we first started out, she was very comfortable bringing the ball from the center of her body and then straight up into her shots, and it's blocking her face so she can't necessarily really see. Here I kind of put my hand up because she was starting to shoot the ball a little flat, so I just wanted her to get it over the front of the rim, have a nice arch to it. Again, we're still just getting pretty warmed up. Okay, she has a pretty good follow through. And again, we're shooting from 3 spots, just warming up. This is the third and final spot. Here we're going into the micing drill. Okay, this is pretty new to her. She's never done this, but just like I said, we're still warming up, trying to get her touch feel for the ball, knock out some layups, working on that shooting form still. This one I wasn't so much worried about her layups. I was more focused on her footwork. So there was a lot of stop and go. Again, just like the ball handling video, this is all raw. Okay, so for those that are just beginning out, you got to start somewhere. Okay, you got to start somewhere. As you can see, she's missing layups, but again, I'm focused on her footwork. Okay, so see, she's going to that left side, but she keeps leading with that right foot first. All right, your footwork is on the left side. You start with your left foot and jumping off your right, driving your left knee up. Right side is start with your right foot and jumping off your left, leading with your right foot up. Okay, so that was just a little warm up. Now, as you can see, we're getting back into the shooting. I pushed her back a little bit, had her spin the ball, have her jump to it, and then actually get a little bit more jump in her shooting. Okay, just a little jump stop into it, jump to the ball. Still working on that shot, still getting warmed up. Really just paying attention to the details of her form. Okay, as I mentioned, this video is raw, so you're going to see a lot of misses. Okay, remember, she's just starting out, she's just touching the basketball. So you know, you're going to start somewhere. And the only way to get better is just to keep practicing. So I want everybody to kind of see we're not recording makes. Okay, we're getting it all, make or miss. We have something to look back on, and especially for those that are just learning the game of basketball or have been trying to get better. Keep your heads up. Okay, this is what this is for. You can see her; she's making shots, and she's also missing shots. Okay, we are outside, as you can tell. This is a double rim, so double rim for those that are not familiar with it. It's pretty much you got to make it or you're going to miss it. It's all in or nothing. Double rim usually doesn't give you a favor. The ball will bounce all over the place. Okay, versus a single rim. Single rims are usually inside. You won't find too many single rims outdoors. Okay. The good thing with the double rim is if you can shoot, you can shoot. If not, this will help you figure out how to shoot better. Okay. As you can see, she has a shot that just goes in and out, and that's part of that double rim life. Okay. But again, we're still in those three same spots. Just pushed her back a little bit. As you can tell, she's turning her body as she's starting to jump a little bit, and that's something that we're going to work on and take some time with. And as I mentioned earlier, she's bringing the ball from the middle now. Now that we've progressed a little bit, she's jumping to the ball, but she's bringing it from the middle of her body and straight up, and it's kind of blocking her face. What I want her to focus on is putting it on her right side, so she jumps and just goes straight up and down in one motion. She's not blocking her view. And then come game time, or if she's playing, she's not bringing it down the middle. She has the potential to get stripped from a defender. And every time she brings it to the right side, you can see she doesn't miss. Okay? But when she goes down the middle, she's a little off balance, and it blocks her face and then blocks her view. Okay? And again, this is just going to take some time, practice, and lots of repetition. Lots of repetition. The good thing with Natalie is she's definitely a hard worker. And even though she's just beginning to learn the game of basketball, she is definitely wanting to get better. As you can see on that shot, she definitely turned. Now here we're going to advance it a little bit, having her jump to the ball again like we were previously just doing. But now I just want to see what she looked like when she rips the ball and then adds a dribble into it. Okay, so this is pretty new to her. Putting a little bit of advanced stuff into it, just a little advanced, not too much, but essentially just representing that there's a defender in front of her, so she's giving the defender a shot fake, and then she's ripping or sweeping the ball low, putting it on the ground, one dribble into a pull-up. Here I'm demonstrating the same thing. We're just going to the left side, all right? So we started with the right hand. Now we're going to the left side. So she spins it out, jumps to it, rips it low, one dribble, pull up. As you noticed, she does turn her body still. Okay, and that's something I'm trying to work on getting out of her system. And she is leaning forward, so she's a little off balance. Okay, but the good thing is she does always have her head up and her eyes are up. Okay, but again, it's just going to be a lot of repetition and a lot of work to get to where she wants to be. Okay, and I know she wants to play for her school and in middle school, and then potentially play at the high school level. So it's just got to keep on working, and she's going to keep on grinding, put the time in. As you can see, it's starting to get dark, so we're out here. It's in the evening time, but she's working, she's focused, and we just keep going. Okay. So again, we're just focusing on her jumping to the ball, her footwork, and then again, this is shooting. I kind of want to put some footwork into it along with the ball handling and just see what she can do, where she's at, how well she pays attention, how well she can apply. Again, very, very details on this where we have to get picky with here next time I see her. But as you can see, she jumps, she turns her lower half of her body. So we did left hand and right hand sweep through. Now we're just kind of going down the middle. Okay. Just alternating hands. As you can saw, we dribble left hand pull up, and then we're going right hand pull up. Just one or two dribbles. I wanted to dribble and then shoot it. So just attacking, pull up off the dribble. Just want to see where she was at. Now we're moving on here. Okay. No dribble. This one, I watched a lot of Carmelo Anthony, so he has mid-range game, probably one of the best in the league. and he gets a lot of buckets from right there, and that's without even dribbling. Okay, so here just kind of working on her jab. Boom, I want her to show the ball, be strong with the ball, and then just pull up. Again, I just want to see her running through some shots, different series of things, and just want to see where she was at. All right, here you can see we're on the other side. When she's focused and when she has the ball on her right side and not bringing it from the middle, for the most part, she doesn't miss. Okay, obviously there's no defender here, but when she gets going, as you can see, that's what, 3 in a row right there. And this is on her weak side, so usually right-handed players tend to favor the left pivot foot. But I want her to focus to get them both pivot foots, work on both pivot foots, shooting off a right pivot or a left pivot. Here, get a little conditioning in, okay? A little bit of conditioning in. So what I wanted to do is get 2 full court sprints, all right? And I just wanted to get her heart rate pumping. This is after all those other shots that we gotten. So get her a little bit tired. She was already tired, but now I want to get her a little bit more tired and then straight into shooting because I want to see how she can shoot the ball when she's breathing heavy. Okay, so I didn't put her at the free throw line. I wanted to keep her closer to the free throw line. She's tired, she's huffing and puffing. You can't really tell, but I promise you she is. The biggest thing is with this, when you're tired, I want to see if you can keep your form, if you can stay mentally focused. And as you can see here, there's 3 in a row, all nets, so she's locked in. All right, and I promise you, she is huffing and puffing right here. See her taking her time, having her eyes up. Here, right after she knocked down those shots, she's still a little tired, so now I want to see what her ball handling look like into a jump shot. So as you can see, she is moving fairly slow, but again, at the same time, this is pretty new to her, so trying to advance it a little bit, but at the same time keep it simple. So all we were doing is pretending we blew by one defender with a double crossover, an extra pound dribble into a pull-up. Okay, so again, simulating there's a defender in front of us, you're attacking it, cross, go around them, 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, jump stop, pull up. Still working on that shooting form. Again, I know she is going kind of slow. She is tired. It's getting late in the day. But at the same time, you know, I'd rather her work on her form, get her form down, get the ball handling down, and then as she understands and gets better with it, then we'll pick up the pace. Right now, it's just kind of understanding what's going on and just staying focused, working hard. Okay. One, 2 in the double crossover, 2 dribbles forward, boom, pull up. Again, she's still turning her body, as you can kind of notice. She twists her lower half of her body. I'm trying to get that out of her system. So I'm act like I'm a defender. 1, 2. I just want to put a hand in her face and see what she does with the hand in her face. As you can see, she's not jumping. Obviously, she's tired. She left that shot short. 1, 2, dribble. With that one, even though she makes it, you can tell she was off balance. Okay, she was off balance, and she didn't really jump. Now we're going to move on to just about the last part here. We call this 42. Okay, so there are 7 spots. You're going to get a layup, a mid-range, and then usually we'd shoot a 3. Right now I don't want her shooting 3, so we kept it further back, but there are 7 spots. Each spot you can get a total of 6 points. So the layup is 1. This mid-range is worth 2. So that would be 3 right there, and then the last shot is worth 3 points. That would be a total of 6 points at a spot, and we did that 7 in 7 spots, all right? And then she owed me push-ups at the end of the day for some missed layups and a couple of air balls, okay? So every time we miss a all right, y'all, so that was back with Natalie again, working on her shooting form, a little bit of ball handling, just getting some shots up, kind of seeing where she was at, what we really need to work on. And as you can tell, a lot of missed shots. Okay, it's going to come with repetition, but she had a lot of made shots too. Ultimately, we just got to pick up the intensity, pick up the pace a little bit, and just keep working hard. Okay, so definitely be more videos coming out with Natalie training. So stick around, pay attention to her journey, and we'll see where it takes her. All right. As usual, this is Hoop Up season. Please leave a comment. All right, like as well, and as always, subscribe. Appreciate y'all, and look out for the next video.